like I don't even know if YouTube will put out a notice. I thought my understanding is they like 30 minutes notice at least. They prefer for you to put out. So I don't know if anybody's going to come in, but I've had a few subs ask me to do this. That is why I'm doing it, because without you subs, I wouldn't have a channel. And I appreciate you. So we'll play some intro, give a couple more minutes, and then we're going to jump right into it.
Home in the valley, home in the city. Home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway. Home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season. Time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side, time I'll never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you
They've received 4,000 calls in just one 24-hour period since they released surveillance footage of a masked and armed person at Nancy Guthrie's door the night she went missing. As they work through potential leads, agents were seen searching the area surrounding her home on foot Wednesday. There are also reports of another ransom note and potential key pieces of evidence. Bradley Blackburn joins us now with more updates on this case. Bradley, good morning.
Errol, good morning. CBS News has learned that during that search you mentioned, investigators discovered a pair of black gloves more than a mile from Nancy Guthrie's home. It is far from certain at this point whether they're connected to the case, but they do appear similar to gloves worn by that masked person in the doorbell video. There is intense scrutiny on these images now, looking for anything to identify them. FBI search teams were seen walking roadways around Tucson and the Catalina foothills, scouring for clues in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. A source close to the investigation confirms to CBS News 2 black gloves were recovered from the search and sent for DNA testing. The New York Post reports that authorities had found a black glove near the crime scene that's similar to ones worn by the masked individual in security camera images from the night the 84-year-old disappeared.
There are a wealth, a cascade, like a waterfall of leads that come directly from that video.
Retired FBI Special Agent Lance Lysing says the video images could be the key to helping investigators break the case.
We're going to hope that a family member, a friend, somebody who knows that person is going to report them. That's the tip you need.
The Pima County Sheriff's Department says thousands of new tips have been received since the footage was released. A neighbor says authorities also questioned her about her home surveillance cameras, particularly from the night Guthrie disappeared.
They did ask specifically for the 31st of January and the morning of the 1st of February. And then they wanted to know if we saw anything suspicious on our cameras.
Meanwhile, TMZ says it received another unverified ransom note Wednesday related to the case, though this time the sender is someone claiming to offer information on an alleged kidnapper. And as investigators conduct their physical search near the Guthrie home, there is almost certainly a digital forensic search happening into that doorbell camera video. Experts say analysts are likely using software, possibly even artificial intelligence, to try to identify facial features through the ski mask that the person was wearing. And investigators are still asking the public for more tips. The FBI, Errol, is offering a $50,000 reward.
All right, important updates there, Bradley. Thank you. CBS News law enforcement contributor Rodney Harrison joins us now. He's a former chief of department for the NYPD and former police commissioner in Suffolk County, New York. Good morning, Rodney. Help us understand how investigators can work their way through thousands of tips since this new effort and this new video was released, and how they figure out what's valuable.
Yeah, good morning. And that's going to be the big battle that they're going to have, and how many people do they have assigned to these Crime Stopper hotlines and investigators that are going to go out and investigate every single tip that comes in, or even vet them to see which ones that they need to prioritize. When you have 4,000 tips coming within a 24-hour time frame, it's very, very difficult. But I want to believe that they've provided a lot of manpower around these Crime Stopper hotlines. You know, you take a look at the Pima County Sheriff's Office. They have 500 sworn officers, 400 civilians. This is the time that they need to also galvanize civilian members, get the community involved, see what they could do regarding helping out, passing out flyers and getting information to help out with the investigation.
And that's what we've seen here, them and the family reach out to the public for any type of help or information. But help us understand why we're seeing investigators searching on foot in the surrounding area. It's a full plus week since Nancy Guthrie went missing, and now there's these reports of 2 black gloves being discovered. But why search physically so late, it seems?
Regarding the reasoning why they're taking so long to do these methodical steps into the investigation, I can't explain why. It's something that should have been done maybe the second or third day after the complaint came in. But I will say this, it's good to see that they're now following back during their initial investigation to see if there's anything that they might have missed. But I will also say that there is information that's coming in very fluid. and this information needs to be followed up. And there's so many different complaints or tips of information that's coming in that has them spreading out throughout the area. So a lot more work needs to be done, but the community's assistance is going to be instrumental in bringing Ms. Guthrie home.
And we'll keep watching this closely. Rodney, thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Out there now, pretty much around the clock, keeping an eye on things. There was like that Pizzagate situation a couple nights ago where someone ordered a pizza and the pizza delivery driver was able to walk right up to the front door. So they seem to be keeping a closer eye on what is happening outside the house. Relatively quiet tonight. The new elements here are TMZ is reporting, which I also found the backpack on the Walmart website. It seems the backpack that the alleged kidnapper was wearing in the surveillance photos. So TMZ reporting, according to law enforcement sources, that the backpack was bought at Walmart, which, will help the FBI. They can try to sort through who has bought that backpack lately. I've told you guys earlier, that the glove was found. We confirmed that a glove was found a mile and a half from Nancy's house. We still don't know. It's a black glove. It looks similar to the glove that the suspect is wearing. It's going to take some time for them to do testing on it. There's also reports that there was a pair of gloves found, that it wasn't just one glove found. Outside the house here, I wanted to show you guys. Really sad. There's been people who have been dropping off flowers and candles. It says, "Dear Guthrie family, your neighbors stand with you." The neighbors are just like wonderful people out here. We've gotten to know a lot of them. A lot of them come by and walk their dogs every day. And a lot of them knew Nancy. I mean, remember, Nancy lived here since the 90s. She's, so it's a long time, 30 plus years. So, sorry, losing my throat. So the neighbors are torn up about this whole thing. And I think they're a little more on edge since those photos came out yesterday, just because the photos are so frightening. So that's pretty much the latest outside the house. I'm going to keep an eye on everything. If any developments happen, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But again, it's pretty quiet out here tonight. All right, talk to you guys later. Hey guys, I just wanted to check in with you guys. I'm outside. Tucson. It's Wednesday morning. The Pima County Sheriff's Office just said that there are no scheduled press briefings or updates right now, which isn't a surprise. That's kind of what they've been saying every day. Although I thought maybe there would be something because of this man who was detained last night. If you guys look at my previous video, I was out there last night near the Mexico border, about an hour south of Tucson. They let him go. Apparently, he doesn't seem to be involved, which is what his mother-in-law was telling me last night. So I thought maybe there would be a press briefing to kind of explain all of that. But that didn't happen. There's not a press briefing planned right now. Also, I don't know if I said this last night, but I can confirm that the sheriff, the Pima County Sheriff, was out at that scene last night near the Mexico border. So it'll be interesting to if we can find out like why they suspected him and then apparently didn't suspect him anymore as being involved. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'm just kind of going to run around and talk to a couple of sources right now. And as soon as anything develops, I'll let you guys know. All right, see ya. Hey, guys, I just want to...
Sorry, guys. My bill got caught in my throat. I didn't want to cough in your ears. I think, and this is just my opinion, I think that by law enforcement not acknowledging anything further about the person that was detained is adding fuel to the fire for some. And I think it's actually making it harder on him and his family. Oh, you made it over to the regular side, just shy down. How are you, Bonnie B? It's really good to see you. If he clearly was just a person of interest, was never upgraded to a suspect, and all they did was, question him and they released him, then evidently they could confirm his whereabouts, his story. Because they can hold you for so many hours and don't have to give cause, and they can. But I don't know. I think by them just not saying anything is, the conspiracy theorists out there are going to run wild with it. And this man's whole life is going to be dismantled. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Let me see where JLR is. Let me look at JLR. I don't know if Brian Entin's live. Let me look. I think I'm sorry. I think it was somebody who's definitely was watching her. And the FBI put up a house tent, around the front door. I mean, but look how long it took them to do it. That's what I don't understand. They discovered the blood, but the scene was so not secured that even a pizza delivery man could get up there. And there's tons of people right there. How did that happen? I mean, I don't know. And then they're saying there's also video footage of a ring camera where a dude with a backpack tries to get over a gate. Is that connected? It doesn't look like the same body structure, the same size. Also doesn't look like the same. I don't know. It doesn't look like the same. Like it's same to me. So why is it not giving me? Oh, this is TMZ. Okay. Look, y'all can take this with a grain of salt, please. It's TMZ, and I don't know if they'll strike me for this or not. I don't know how Harvey is over there. It wouldn't surprise me. But this is what they put out about this so-called second ransom note. Isn't it they want the money done via Bitcoin? All right, then. Okay.
TMZ has obtained a second email from the man who claims to know the identity of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. We told you yesterday that this man sent us an email saying that he will reveal the name if he gets 1 Bitcoin. We checked the account all day. He did not receive anything. The account is bare. So this morning,
It's
just
an
after
awful
8 a.m.
investigation.
Pacific time, he sent us this other email complaining that he is not being taken seriously. He says that he wants the Bitcoin, which is worth around $67,000, for several reasons. Number one, he says by coming forward, he will become as he puts it, a national rat. He also says, and this is
A
a quote,
national
he
rat?
doesn't want to be, quote, incriminated like that guy Carlos. Remember, Carlos is the delivery man who was taken into custody a couple of days ago. Briefly, he
wasn't taken into
detained
custody. He
and
was
then
detained.
released. He says that he fears retaliation if he comes forward, and that he needs the Bitcoin because he's going to have to lay low after coming forward. And then he talks about a difference between.
Wait a minute, you're telling me 1 Bitcoin is worth $67,000? You don't give me one.
Yesterday and today, and we are not going to get specific about what he's talking about. It is chilling what he is insinuating here, but we have told law enforcement we're not going to get specific about that. But he makes it very clear here that this will be his second and last attempt. We have checked the Bitcoin address that he sent us. By the way, the one from yesterday and today, they are the same. And we checked the Bitcoin address just before I'm shooting this and talking to you. And again, there is nothing in that Bitcoin account, at least right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, the FBI has a reward out. Why would this person not go to the FBI and identify the alleged kidnapper and get the reward from the FBI? A legit reward. Hey, Patrick, if TMZ is involved with this case, then she will never be found alive. Do you think they're involved? Or you think someone's just, I mean, come on, TMZ is not the most credible source of information. Is someone sending them these emails and messing with them? Possibly. Because if you had concrete factual evidence, the FBI is offering a reward. Why would you not go to the FBI? Hey, Dina, good to see you. Because that's where I would go. But that's just me. Especially, he's claiming this person, he or she's claiming to has nothing whatsoever to do with it. But, the one part that is true in the whole thing was, yeah, your life will be dismantled just like everybody else's is. That, that poor gentleman it evidently has nothing to do with this. But yet, look at what has been put out about him and probably still being done to him. I don't know. It's just weird. But I had no idea 1 Bitcoin was worth 60. Oh my gosh. My kids would say 6-7. There's 6-7 again. I had no idea 1 Bitcoin was worth $67,000. Holy cow, that's a chunk of change. That's a lot of money. That's life changing, in my opinion. But Yeah, anybody with any sense would go to the FBI. I mean, that would be the first place I would go to is law enforcement. But again, that's just me. Yeah, no. I mean, because if you had that kind of information, yeah. Mm, that would be a lot. I mean, you would be worried about your own safety. Cash Patel dropped the ball with the Epstein files. Oh, 100%. That was such a joke. That was such a joke. They didn't want those files released, and I don't believe that they're all going to be released, and I believe that there's going to be a lot left out. Even though a lot's being released, I think even worse is going to be held back. But that's just my opinion on it all. There were so many sick fucks involved in that shit. I mean, and it was awesome for the White House to get him to even talk about this case and in any way get involved. But it sucks because had she been anybody else, his mother, they would have never even known she was missing. They would not, you know? It just, you got to do it across the board. I wish that there could be. I think that there should be more funding available to police departments to further investigations into missing. There's so many missing, and there's just not enough manpower. There's not enough in the budgets to handle it all. I think there needs to be. Will there be? No. You got blowhards like Bullhorn out here bitching about how bad the police, how bad a job the police do. But yet she's one of the first ones to jump up and want to cut everybody's budgets. You can't have a cake and eat it too. If you're going to cut the budgets, resources are getting cut. Manpower hours are getting cut. Politics are definitely prejudiced, very much so. Very much so. I'm surprised Betty hasn't found a way to blame this on the blue. And say, see, this President Trump, my man over there, he's all for this. He's helping this family. But, them blue, them Democrats, I can't stand them people. If you Democrat, I have no use for you. You're garbage. You're trash. And she hasn't found a way to blame this on the Dems. But there's just some things that I'm not a true crime channel. Y'all know that. But that doesn't mean I don't watch true crime cases. I very much do. And maybe I need to put a little bit more into doing stories like that. I want to change things up. Maybe I can build more, finally reach my 5K and, build something here. Because I put a lot of work into this channel as it is. And it's going to suck if I have to give it up. But, my family's got to come first. And I need to I can't take no more hours where I'm at working. Because the only other hours I could do would be the 60 to 70 hours a week. And I can't do that right now. Not with my littles. Not right now. It's just, not with everything that's going on. So I'll just have to find another, position. And I'm going to keep this one, of course. But, you got to do what you got to do. Got to go clean houses. Oh, I would love to have someone come and do that just one time. My neighbor has offered it. She has a cleaning lady she uses. And she has offered several times, just let me just one time. Just let me do it once just to give you a break. And I'm like, nah, I can't have someone, let someone, I just, nah. And believe me, she could afford it. Trust me. They do nothing but travel and go to different, I mean, they have an amazing life. They're in their 80s. I hope when I'm their age, I have half the energy they do. They're always traveling somewhere. They're always doing something. I love to hear about their travels. They're very, very sweet people. It's a vacay for you? I will come to Cleveland. Oh, but I have two littles and a cat and a dog. Uh, I hate doing laundry. I hate laundry with a passion. I'd rather scrub a fucking toilet. But my shower in my bathroom is one of the big walk-in showers. That fucker takes a minute to scrub, you know? Pisses me off. Which reminds me, it's bathroom time. I got to do the bathrooms this weekend. That'll be my Sunday. I'll be cleaning. It don't take that long. I'll be cleaning my two bathrooms and then spending the rest of the day with my littles. But she's gonna look so cute. She was so ecstatic about getting her outfit for St. Patrick's Day because that was just the thing with her and Daddy. That's his birthday, and Daddy always made sure she always wanted the St. Patty's Day outfit, so Daddy always made sure she had one. Well, he passed away, and he didn't get a chance to take her shopping for it because he would. That would be their, one of their one-on-one times where, um. But you wouldn't believe the cute ass outfit I've got her, and I spent like $21 on the whole thing. We talk about a deal. The t-shirts were on sale for under $7 at Walmart, and the skirt too. And then I found her the socks on Amazon. Oh my gosh, she's gonna look so cute. But I know it's gonna be an emotional hard day for her. Yeah. I know. Well, anyway. Do not take. Yeah, I'm not putting it in my pocket. In fact, I'm not wearing that. I was chilly that day, so I had that one sweatsuit top, and it always fits in that pocket though. Oh yeah, not this, but this phone's got a case and a screen protector on it. Yeah. Though I don't even think that would have mattered with the other one because the screen was so broken. The screen was totally trash. It was cracked to hell and back. I think that it would have got in anyway. But yeah, this one, nope. The minute I got it, put it in a case, put a screen protector on it. Sure did. I can't be throwing away money like that. I was mad at myself. But yeah. And with me getting another job, I'm going to have to make sure my daughter has a phone, and I don't want her to have a phone at her age. But it's actually going to be a necessity at this point. So I thought about them watches because they had a really good deal on them. Actually, if you signed the contract for 1 year service, which would have been like, I think it would have been like $12 a watch. But I'm not going to get him one yet. He's not old. No, he's just turning 8. But I think you got it for like practically nothing. I have to look into it, but I don't know. She's not comfortable with a watch, that you talk into. I don't know. But yeah. Plus, I got to see if my babysitter's going to be, because she works and goes to school. She's also a full-time student. She's working her way through college. So, I'm lucky to get her. She doesn't hesitate, even if she has to work that day or has class that day. She still will, in addition to that, come and babysit. But her and the kids get along so good, and they're good for her. I mean, they're not bad kids to watch. It's not like if there's any meals that need to be prepared while she's here, I already make sure I have that stuff done, snacks done. Basically, she's just here for them. She doesn't do anything in the house. I don't need her to. That's not her job. But I got to make sure she's going to be available more hours too. So I guess I'll know. I have an interview coming up on Wednesday. So, and it's just part time. But it'll be another, that way I can just work it in that day, why and not have to be away from them so much right now. It's rough being in this position. It really is, because I'm trying to be there and I'm trying to take care of everything, and it's freaking hard. But I don't want them for 1 second to feel alone any more than they do, um, missing their dad. So it's tough. But let's get back into this case. It's not about me. Um, Thanks, guys. Darby, you're so funny. I get, yeah, I can't. I was so mad at myself that day. Oh my gosh, I was so mad. And I mean, I snagged that shit so quick, but it was because of the screen being so cracked. But anyway, anyway. But this one, I can trade it in, get a decent trade in for it. Something happens to it, it gets replaced. I made sure. I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. Was the phone worth it? Nah. Come on. Better galaxies than this. But hey, it's I don't remember what it's called. It's a Galaxy something or other. You do not know what I missed? I want to go bring up JLR and see if he's live. I don't know if they're streaming live. Like I said, I wasn't on a lot yesterday. In fact, all day I wasn't, not until later. And what little I did catch of a couple places I went into, wasn't a whole bunch. So I don't know if there's, and I didn't catch anybody yet today. Yeah, he's live. And he's given permission for everybody to restream him. And of course, I will drop his link. Give him a thumbs up. He's nice enough to let everybody restream him, and I appreciate that. Hills is probably rolling over. Sorry, Hills. He's making mad cash, though. Go for it, dude. Oh, no. Wrong chat. I tried to post it in his chat. Oh, good Lord. But this live is strictly for there was a couple comments and a couple emails that I got asking me to talk about this case a little bit. So I'm honoring my subs' wishes. It doesn't seem like there's much going on. I don't want chat. Wow. Good for you, dude. He's making it, that's for sure. Good for him. He's out there, you know. Dolly was a fucking clown in a circus. Why was Dolly even out there? What is he still there? See, I haven't even kept up with that. Is Dolly still there? I mean, because what did he do actually? I mean, other than grift. A lot of media is still there. Be careful with them drones there. Mm. Uh-oh, somebody got their hood up. That's not a good sign. Yeah, I did a thumbnail like that, come to think of it. It was Tony on his soapbox back whenever the TikTok shit was going on. Yeah, actually, but news reporters have used those in the field forever. I mean, that's okay. You know, it burns some of these um, credentialed reporters' asses. Here, most of them went to at least a 4-year college and got a degree and worked their way up, starting at the bottom, being a grunt, whatever, working for a news agency. And then you got these YouTubers that come out and call themselves the media, turn on their phones, and, you know, it's got to burn some of their asses. It would burn your ass, I mean, you put in the investment in your future with your college. You put in the investment in your future of your career by being the grunt. And, and these guys tells you the different times we're in with the media and social media. Yeah. Oh, and you should see, I forgot to tell you, and I found these perfect. She went because my husband loved pigtails. Her and pigtails. He just thought she looked like such a doll with pigtails. So I got her these two bows to put in her hair in her pigtails to match her outfit. I wish I could take a picture and show you guys, but I can't because it's YouTube. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Wow, the road is blocked. Wow, it's going to be a lot of people moving to get out of there. Wow. Where's that car going? Ooh, nope. See, I'd be freaking out. I would be freaking out thinking that my car is going to get dinged and Pearl's got a beautiful paint job. I'd be freaking out. You cannot be dinging my Pearl. That's what the kids named her because of the paint job. It's that pearlized. It's an expensive, I guess, paint with Lincoln. I have no idea. I had no idea until I was told. To me, it was a paint job. Okay. But evidently there's different paints. But whatever. But that's why the kids started calling her Pearl. My daughter. She had to name the car. Oh, you guys aren't seeing it? Didn't share? What the hell? Come on, StreamYard. Oh, I'm going to sit down this weekend and go over this thing because there's a reason it's doing it since that one update, which was like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. And I keep forgetting sometimes I have to do it 3 or 4 times before it shares screen. Okay, there's number 2. Did it show up yet? No. Okay. Here's number 3. Let's see if that works. Did it come up yet? It didn't come up yet? Uh-huh. There it is. Okay. Third time's a charm.
Traffic jam. It's a traffic jam, right?
Hood open. Yeah, look at
You
that.
ever see
That's
anything like this?
oh, see, I'd be
Close,
losing
right?
it. Look how close them cars are. Nope, you're not dinging me. Nope. I wouldn't. Nope. Anyway, them cars would be close.
So what's up? Did you find any scoops or information? Anything?
No, not
Anything brewing?
no. That's what FEMA put out recently.
Just what FEMA put out. FEMA County. Look at this. I'm going this way. I don't want to step on it. They can't move. Folks, we have a traffic jam in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. There's so many people out here. Crazy.
It's not technically a traffic jam.
It's a media circus.
Yeah, that it is.
We have all types of media equipment planted in front. Now you heard Sue Ellen. She wants the traffic, or she wants the
garbage people to come in. Garbage people ain't going to get through there. You think the garbage people are going to get through there? I don't know.
They might have to make
We'll
people
monitor
move.
the traffic jam.
See, that's just I totally get where the neighbors are coming from, though. I mean, they live there. That's the access to their home. I could totally get it where they would get fed up. It still isn't sharing. It is now on my end. It says it is anyway. Showing it.
Uh-oh. It's a tight... Who's going to budge here?
Oh. Oh, I'd be so afraid you'd be dinging my car. Nope. Mm-mm. Oh, you're awful close.
A major traffic jam.
Back it on up. Back it on out of there. Never mind garbage, emergency vehicles. Yeah, they'd really be in trouble if they needed 911. I mean, they're not getting through there. But it's two vehicles, one right behind the other one that's actually blocking the road. But it's just, I can get the total frustration. Hit the boat. It's good to see you. How you been? Hey, lurker. Yeah, I have to do it sometimes 4 times before it'll share screen, and I got to go in and see what's going on. I haven't had the chance, honestly, and when I do, I've totally forgot about it. I'm already made a stick 'em and put it on my laptop, so I know to check it. It's got to be something simple in the update that just didn't update right, or something with my, I don't know. Sure, I'll figure it out.
There's a tire moving. They're going to go.
Uh-oh. Ooh, can you imagine the exhaust fumes? See, that's another thing I can't stand. Oh, all them cars right there in close proximity and running, you're getting them fumes right in your face. That's awful about the beach, where they allow driving on the beach. Ugh, all you smell is cars. Ugh, I don't go up to that end. I don't like that, driving on the beach. So I avoid them. People always be getting hit too.
Oh, we got movement. Traffic jam cleared. A major traffic jam out here in front of me.
Yeah, just walk in front of moving cars. Go ahead. There's not a car behind you moving.
It's clear.
Yeah, it was only
More
2
media
vehicles.
arriving with their equipment and everything. Well, almost.
Ooh.
It's crazy or what?
Yeah, I don't know why the police does not force me. They are not helping the investigation. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense that all these days later you're going to put a tent up around the front of the door where blood evidence was found. Also, why so many days later are you searching an area? Research it, yes. Recheck things out. But to me, it was the first time they were searching, period. I just got some questions. Why wasn't those areas searched in the first place? Why did it take days later? The glove was evidently laying right there along the road. All the traffic back and forth, nobody seen it. I mean, it's just, I got questions. And I just don't understand why that area wasn't searched immediately. But, I'm not law enforcement. I don't know.
said tow trucks needed.
I'm walking on evidence. Yeah, but the thing is, they didn't do it until days later. And it was after a freaking pizza guy was able to get to her and go up to the door with a pizza. Who would ever, troll like that and send the pizza's freaking sick in the head? But I mean, it's like that kind of stuff should have been taken care of. When that blood evidence was found, that's it. That should have been shut down right then and there. That should have been that. And it wasn't. Now they're doing it after the scene's been contaminated. What? Now they're walking around searching to find the glove when it's been there evidently for days. If it's connected to her and the scene, and if it is said glove, then it's been there since this happened. Why was that area not searched? It was right there along the road. I have questions. Yeah, I believe so, Desiree. Isn't they're in Arizona, correct? Yes.
How are you? Oh, you're a neighbor? You have to be a neighbor. You got a dog.
No.
No?
No, I live like 10 minutes away, but
Just because, okay, you have to be a neighbor because you have a dog.
Hi, Summer. What's your dog's name?
Bolt.
So
Bolt.
you came from
Can I
10
show
minutes
Bolt?
away?
Yeah.
Look at Bolt.
Oh.
What kind of dog is Bolt?
Husky.
Yeah, that's a
German
husky.
Shepherd.
Hi, Bolt.
Look at the shepherd ears. Yeah.
How are you, good doggy? I love dogs. Give me kisses.
You've been busy.
Yes. So what brings you out here? You want to talk?
I don't really got
No.
much information.
You're
I
gonna-
just live 10 minutes away. I'm a huge true crime junkie. Been following Brian Entin. So I just thought it was cool that.
Oh, ouch.
all this
Not
is
following
happening
you,
in my
following
hometown.
Brian.
In your own hometown. So you cover true crime. Or you
I
like
follow
true,
it.
you follow.
Very, very, yeah, a lot.
So like what cases? Like what true
He
crime?
should have been
crime
completely
cases?
locked
Yeah,
down.
Tito, Brian Koberger. I mean, those are the two that are coming to my head. But literally, anyone that like the whole world is watching, I'm
Yeah.
watching. Just
So
like
this
one.
is like in your backyard.
Yeah, literally.
Like, whoa. So, you followed a lot of these true crime cases and stuff like that. As being a true crime follower, what do you think happened here? Your opinion.
Yeah, my opinion. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Oh,
I'm
you're
trying to
welcome,
figure out, was
Desiree.
it a true kidnapping, or does this have something to do with Savannah and her career?
Savannah and her career. I've heard that a lot, that theory.
Mm.
Something connected to Savannah and her
From
career.
being on the Today
So
Show?
I would just like to know if, was it a true random, was it random? Because we're getting all this footage of these, people that are apparently in these yards and stuff.
Mhm.
So it makes you think like it could have been random, but at the same time,
Okay.
was this planned and coordinated?
But if you're a true crime junkie, like you claim, you're leaving out one, what if it was somebody closer to home? Somebody, we don't know. There's always that slight possibility that a family member is involved in some way. I mean, whether you want to, I'm not trying to put any misinformation out there, but actually nothing can be taken off the table at this point. And there's a possibility. I mean, law enforcement is not going to disclose what they do have. You know what I mean? They're not going to. I don't know. Oh shoot! She's gonna want to. She wants to. Well, she can't find her red nail polish, and the little stick-on nails, for kids that she has that her hearts aren't Valentine-y. So I have to run up to the store to when she gets home and either get her red nail polish or some sticky-ons. I'm just gonna go to Dollar Tree. I don't know if they'll have any left at this point, but maybe they'll have some red nail polish. But yeah, she wants it to go with her outfit for tomorrow because she's got her Valentine's Day shirt and her leggings. She's a diva. And a big old red and white bow for her hair. And she's gonna wear gold shoes. It's gonna look cute. But she has these gold high top Skechers that are really nice. Anyway, I'm done with it. All right, let's go. Just trying to entertain you while we're looking.
Just waiting.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
Just seeing what's going on out here.
Enjoying the weather.
It's hot. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But it's hot for my camera. Like my camera like melts.
Oh, everything's probably overheating.
Yeah. Nice to see you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, we got more flowers. Oh, somebody's delivering flowers. More flowers.
Oh.
Okay, so some of those are drones, but also I did see two. I believe for.
Wow, that's nice. That's pretty.
Hello. You just somebody just makes an order and. How many times you been here?
I've only been. This is my first
Oh, this is your first time.
Somebody else was here already this morning.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Everybody can see more flowers. But yeah. So
More flowers.
that would make sense. That would check out for why helicopters area. Have a great day, Eric.
Thank you. You too. All right, more flowers. Somebody ordered flowers.
They don't know if the glove has anything to do with it. No, they don't. At least they haven't released anything. Not as far as I've seen. They still, testing's going to take days, even rush testing, and they haven't confirmed or denied anything about it. Not that I've seen.
More flowers. As you see, the flowers say from the same.
I'm glad Saturday's going to be busy. Won't have time to think till Saturday night.
Flowers. More flowers. Flowers. Flowers have arrived.
Oh, there's a lot of
More
media
flowers.
there still.
So we also have true crime followers out here too. The people that just follow true crime.
Hey, Sue.
People that follow national true crime cases.
Sugar Fangs.
Some that live locally.
How are
just
you,
wanna come
Sugar
out and
Fangs?
just
I love
walk
the
around,
name.
see the atmosphere, see what's going on.
I have no idea. I don't understand why things haven't been locked down either, Sugar Fangs. I totally agree. I don't. I don't know. It's the crime scene was contaminated right off the jump. I mean, because it was never secured like it should have been. And like I just don't understand why it took them days to put up this so-called tent over the front door. Also, why it took days for them to finally do some walk searching, and whether the glove has anything to do with it or not. But and finding a backpack allegedly at Walmart. Was Walmart the only store that sold it? Also, it can be also purchased online, not just in person. So yeah, that's a heck of a search, but to figure it out.
Sometimes people travel significant distance to these places to see what's going on.
I mean,
So
I would if it was
word
local and I
sometimes used
could.
called crime scene tourism. And crime scene tourists actually come out to areas where there's big things or something happened at a particular, a bad thing that happened, just to come and see with their own take. They're just curious to see. So that seems like
So
that's
law enforcement hasn't scheduled any press conferences. They haven't talked a lot about. They haven't even come out and said anything about the person of interest being released. And again, just my opinion, I think that could be beneficial to that person if they're truly not a person of interest at all anymore, because of the harassment and dismantling of their lives. But you know, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have an effect. It wouldn't matter. With some people, it won't matter. But I think any good true crimer would, be moving on. But whatever. Brian Entin has had good coverage. Yes, he has. I that's what I've been watching. Autocorrect does not, my friend.
Around here in the area too. Cars are still coming in. It's just that crazy scene. I like using the word crazy. I mean, it's just the active scene. I'll just use the word active. An active scene.
They have not. I don't get not securing the property. Especially right out the gate, there was information about ransom notes and stuff. I don't get nuts. I understand it's such an open area and there's so much of it, but the direct scene around the home should have been secured. And wherever there was any kind of blood evidence or anything like that, I don't know. You'd think that would. I mean, come on, a pizza guy got in there. I mean, give it to him for wanting to deliver that pizza. He was doing his job. Because, they'll back charge your ass. I don't know. It's wild. But to think that someone could actually get in there like that, I don't know. I thought about that. Sorry about lighting my lighter. I'm trying not to smoke. I thought about that though, doing like the DoorDash or Uber Eats or something. But the thing is, the hours I could do it at, from talking to different ones, because I used Uber and Lyft a lot when I didn't have a car. I would make any money anyway, so I might as well get it. It just was not good hours. So it'd be a waste of time. Besides that, I'm not driving. But the ones some I talked to made money. Some I talked to said, and others said, no, not like I did. So I don't know. But they all said the same thing. The hours that I would be available to do it are not good hours. So, yeah. And I can't be doing runs that are, an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Each way. I can't do that right now with the littles, not with the time I am. So anyway, I was just curious about it. I was just curious, because I knew a friend of mine, her husband did it for a while, and this was, a while back, and he actually made decent money. But then it, after a while, it slowed down, and he didn't, so he changed jobs. But yeah.
Apparently, they're saying the tattoo on his right wrist.
Oh, can I see that?
Identifying him, yeah.
So, this information came out. Tattoo, possible tattoo seen in Nancy Guthrie video may help ID subject. Profile says, so I'm gonna look more into that. A tattoo. Tattoos identifying marks. Tattoo. Pima County Sheriffs are requesting any info or any video showing.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I didn't see that, Robin. It's always Walmart. It sure is. Always Walmart. They always involved in this shit.
Or suspicious activities from January 1st to February 2nd near.
Hey, everybody coming in on the vertical side. Please hit
East
that thumbs
Skyline
up.
Drive in North Campbell Avenue.
If you're not subbed up, sub on up. You can also become a misfit like the rest of us. We have channel memberships. That's it. That's all for my spiel.
a 2-mile radius, submit footage. All video is being removed. So as we discussed this morning, investigators were over there on North Campbell Avenue early this morning. The glove was found over there on North Campbell Avenue. So the question is,
now we listened to that news reporter saying there was a pair, but everything I've seen states there was only one. So I don't know.
do the authorities think the person responsible for this or people somehow made it down there in North Campbell Avenue?
I love them cactuses. I love the big round black round ones. I have a couple of those in my yard. Those there. I want to get the big round ones.
It's down there. Navigate to the left, about a mile, 1.5 miles that way. Did the kidnapper go that way? Because they're at the corner intersection where we were at on the last live early this morning, going through a wooded area, and the glove was found just a little bit south of there. I'll show it to you on the map again. Skyline Drive, near East Skyline Drive and North Campbell Avenue. So let's go East Skyline Drive. East Skyline Drive.
Wow, it's wild on the vertical side how fast your chat changes over there, your numbers. I mean, it jumps up and down in seconds. It's wild on the vertical side. It's pretty interesting though. So how are you? I want to gauge the audience here on both sides. The vertical side, where I have almost 40, and the regular side, or whatever side. Anyway, what is your feelings on this? Do you think it was a total stranger? You know, someone who evidently planned this and had been watching her patterns. Or do you think it's closer to home? Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's not. Put a 2 in the chat if you think it's closer to home. Earlier they showed Ellie at home with the tent, and last night Ellie searching property. JLR. Yeah, the tent is a Brian Entin covered. That was about where he discovered the blood at the door. I am not sure. Don't have enough info. Okay. They haven't, at least they haven't released to the public anything that would put anybody as a, outraged suspect. One person of interest has been detained so far and released. They haven't really said much about anything out other than that. They haven't even come out and addressed that the person had been released. They're really but I know people were pointing at the son-in-law at one time, of course. I mean, it's just the common. You're gonna, whoever's close to her and around her, sadly, more often than not, it ends up being someone close involved. But I can't remember the last time there was a big ransom kidnapping like this. What the hell is in that yard? Oh, it's a dog store. Okay. That hawk's over there hunting. It's been slim pickings for the lizards and stuff, with the crazy weather we've been having, so he'll find something. I heard it was like Border Patrol agents searched and found glove. zoom in on the glove and you can actually see a fingernail. It's a woman. Okay. I thought, people were saying around the mouth. Here, I'll bring it up. I'm trying to think, where was that video? It's everywhere though. It shouldn't be hard to find. The everyone was saying it looked like shading, like if around the mouth you could tell there was a mustache. But I think that could have been just the video, the lighting and stuff. I wasn't sold that it was the dude, I wasn't sold on there being facial hair. I mean, it's just the shading could be from a lot of things. You mean he doesn't have that specific video posted? He sure doesn't. I thought for sure JLR would have that video posted. But he doesn't. Okay. I'll find it. I got it right here. All right, here we go. There it is. All right. That was easy to find. All right, let me pause it. And there's everybody and their mothers out there messing, trying to make this video clearer, trying to find things in the video. And somebody just may. Somebody just may. And maybe it will be what's needed to break the case open. But here it is. I can't make it any bigger, can I? Yeah, I should. Okay, here we go. Making sure to cover that so the face can't be seen. Like I said, this was no spur of the moment. But you know what? Look at this person, okay? See, there's some thickness. This isn't a skinny, scrawny person, okay? There's some thickness there. But if you look at the other video where they're saying that the dude is trying to get over the gate or does get over the gate, we'll watch it and you compare. But see, this person looks to be heavier than that person in the video. But they actually show, okay, wait a minute. They actually, let me go back. One of the ones I seen actually do a good job with zooming in on the face. So you can actually see where they get the shadow. And I think I've seen that on Twitter. Where it looks like there's a mustache. There could be possible facial hair. Fake mustache penciled in, no doubt. Could be. Could be. But this person is this is no skinny, scrawny little person. I mean, but when, and the jacket also looks different than the one in the other video. But it could just be because of the camera and stuff, because we're not seeing it with any kind of lighting. All right, now we'll watch that one. We'll watch the other one. And we'll see what you think. Okay, why are you not going down? No. Oh, video. Let's see if it'll show it to me. Let's see if it's down in these videos. It might be. See, here's one. Better video. I'm looking for. Here's the one I wanted. Okay. Just if you look at these two, and again, this is just my opinion, but I don't know. It looks like the person in the video from her home is a bit heavier than the gentleman or person he just went trying to get over the gate. But see, notice how the bagginess in the rear end. The other person had thicker thighs, a thicker ass. But it could be because of the camera. And it looked like the other person had jeans on. This person doesn't have jeans on. It looks like this person has gray pants on, but he said it could be because of the video. Now you notice how the back pocket in the pants and the butt is? Okay. Now look at that. This person is not as thick as the person in the security video. Doesn't mean there's not more than one person involved. There could be. They are blaming the family, of course. It's someone who knew of her, where she lived. I'm wondering if she was talking about her crypto account in public and someone overheard her and hatched this plan. Bitcoin seems to be very involved in some way or another. Okay, now we're going to watch this. This is even better. I don't know. It just doesn't, and it doesn't mean something like this. It may take more than one person to pull it off. There could be multiple people involved. We don't know. But look again at this. Wait, there's even better surveillance of it. Wow. This person seems to be heavier than the person going over the gate. And the person going over the gate didn't try to hide his identity. Which is weird too. But so I don't know. Like I said, there could be multiple people involved in pulling this off. Okay.
It's a striking new image of the kidnapped suspect at the home of Savannah Guthrie's mom. It was created by internet sleuths using a technique called reverse infrared technology.
Now see, these pants pants look different in this video than the two I just showed you of this dude. In the two I just showed you, it looked like they were wearing jeans. This one, it doesn't.
Flesh and parts of a mustache.
Yeah,
the FBI continues to harvest
the hairline. Look, it does look like there's facial hair. Look. Or is that shadowing? Who goes to kidnap someone with a filled backpack? Obviously, he had to know before with health issues. It goes with a filled backpack. No way. A guy would have just ripped the camera off the wall. But they do have crime kits where they have busted criminals with these so-called crime kits, you know? I don't know. It's just, I tend to think it's somebody that, like I said, this was not a spur of the moment thing. This clearly took a some degree of planning. And I don't know if just one person could pull this off. I don't know. I guess they could. Anything's possible. But my gut tells me it's going to surprise everybody when they find out who it is. But it does, I don't know if that's shadowing or if that's really facial hair. It's hard to tell.
Flesh and parts of a mustache. The FBI continues to harvest the 44-second video of the intruder for every possible clue.
You can be sure that they are working on, if you will, a composite based on the eyes, based on the mouth. We do think we see a mustache. Perhaps there's a beard under that mask as well.
Using the bricks on Nancy's front entrance as a guide, experts believe the suspect's height is 5'9" to 5'11". His weight is up to 200.
This person seems to be fuller, heavier weight than the person in the video, the dude going over the fence or trying to go over the gate.
30 pounds. His shoes appear large, possibly a size 12, based on the size of the tiles. His clothes are also producing intriguing clues. That ski mask has unique stitching. Notice the seams around the eyes and mouth. It's just like this mask, which can be bought for $22. The holster isn't fancy at all. It's made of nylon and sells at sporting goods stores in Tucson, also for $22. Several firearms experts say he's armed with what appears to be a 9mm handgun, possibly a Glock. And those gloves are made of a synthetic rubber.
That looks just like my husband's gun. His one handgun, the one that he carried with him all the time. It looks just like it.
Called nitro. Nitro gloves like these are often worn by plumbers and gas station employees because they don't disintegrate when they come in contact with oil.
Cincinnati. I was born in Ohio. I have so much family there. Cleveland, Cincinnati, Geneva, Columbus. I have family all over there. My brother sent me video of when all the snow hit when that last snowstorm came through. And he had a damn yardstick in his backyard, showing how much snow. He got a ton of it.
And other chemicals. We bought a pack of 100 of these for just $10. They look very similar to the ones worn by the intruder. And the flashlight he held in his mouth, we bought a similar one for $30. The backpack is also drawing a lot of attention.
Come on, you're going to hold the flashlight in your mouth? You know, in all honesty, I never thought about that when I was being pulled down the road by my dog. But I had these two little mini flashlights on my wish list. And, man, those things are great. They work great. They're perfect. I can attach it to my wrist. And someone sent them for me to walk because I walk the dog at night alone, you know, with the littles, and it's dark. And I can't find where my husband put our headlamps. We had the ones that you put on your head so your hands were free, you know. I don't know what he did with them. I can't go out in that garage digging in stuff right now. I don't know if I'll ever be able to face that. I don't know.
Ozark brand, which has similar straps and reflective bands. Unfortunately, the infrared video does not reveal color. Forensic video analysts.
Wait, is that stripe in the jacket or is it from the backpack? Is that a strap from the backpack?
It may
because the guy in the video going over the gate, there was nothing in there. You see, this person is just heavier.
Ozark brand, which
and his ass doesn't sag with that big thing in the back pocket. I mean, there wasn't a lot of bagginess in the back from his behind. You know what I mean?
Straps and reflective bands. Unfortunately, the infrared
see, that's on the jacket. The dude in the video going over the gate didn't have that on his jacket. There was not that I could see that there was anything like that on his jacket. But it's just weird that I don't know.
Does not reveal color. Forensic video analyst.
And then he didn't try to hide his identity at all. Could that be purposely? Could that be to, you know, hey, it's me over here. I did this. I didn't do that. You know what I mean? It could be. You never know.
Court tells our Allison Hall.
While that jacket may appear gray in this video, it's not necessarily gray.
Right. So with infrared cameras, black and white cameras, it can invert the color. A light colored jacket in the video could be a black.
Speaking of that, they got deals on the Ring doorbell, and they got the one with the second camera. And I think I'm going to get it because I can put it back here, and between the two, it'll get the whole entire backyard. So I will find out who's back here smoking cigarettes in my yard at night, late at night. It's got to be late at night when everybody's in bed. Because my dog don't even bark. My dog barks at anything. I don't know.
Black
Anyway.
jacket. It could be a red jacket. It could be a blue jacket.
Authorities are paying attention to the suspected kidnapper's gait.
Yeah,
the way
see,
he walks
yeah.
is potentially a vital clue.
There
Not the
is
same
technology
person.
that is directly aimed at identifying people based upon the way they move and walk.
Yeah, their
that
gait.
signature
Yeah.
is as powerful as facial.
Oh yeah, your gait is yours alone. No one's gonna walk the same as you. Where you put pressure on your foot, is individualized to you.
Recognition.
His calm, unhurried demeanor is drawing attention.
He's familiar with this house either because he's
Yeah,
been there.
he definitely, he is not a stranger. Do I know if it's somebody in the inner circle? No. It could be somebody who just was watching her patterns, had been around her home, checking things out, planning all this. But it is somebody who's definitely has been there before.
Or because somebody told him about where that camera was, and
Could
he
be.
wouldn't have to worry about anybody
And
coming
that could
up
be.
on
He
him.
could have a whole layout of the house. If there's more than one person involved and it is someone from the inner circle, he could have a whole layout of the house. And of course, would know everything about her comings and goings. But, for people like BJ to say, well, somebody lives like that and they didn't have a paid subscription to any kind of service. Not everybody does.
During this abduction.
And look, lights behind him may suggest there's a getaway car.
Oh yeah, I
Could
have
he
boxes of gloves like that out in my garage. Because when it was COVID, and not only, oh my God, the stuff my husband could order and bring home was shit kills anything and spray in our cars and stuff because it was deadly for me. But I wore gloves and masks all the time. Everybody did. For the longest while. And there's still times I use gloves and a mask, but I'll use gloves, It's just.
Of an accomplice
I have
behind
to.
the
I
wheel.
got so many
FBI
left.
agents are out in force in Tucson today, going door to door, searching for anything that may lead them to Savannah's mom, now missing for 11 days.
That's awful. That is so. I sure hope we don't find out that. I hope it doesn't. Road Between Realms. Oh, I love that name. Oh, your avatar is pretty too, that picture. Let's go back to see if JLR says anything more interesting. I didn't see Brian Entin live. But I appreciate JLR letting us restream him. Sorry, Hills. I hope you don't turn it over in the grave. Okay. Damn it. He's making a shit ton of money. I mean, it's just endless. They just keep rolling in. Good for him, man. He's down there. Like I said, he's down there. That is Betty. Hey, Bowscorn. Hey, old Jelly Belly over there. That is what boots on the ground is, Betty. Oh, water in the flowers.
So it's only this one. Everyone else has vases, so it's only this one.
Oh, that's sweet of you to do.
All right. Yeah, you're right. It would have been much more if we would have.
Yeah, it's hot in Arizona. My niece told me it's baking.
I don't know if I did that right, but we're in the right. Our heart's in the right place. All right. want to make sure we don't litter. I'm just going to put this by my Gatorade, and we'll retrieve all that in a bit. We're going to make sure all the water, they're watered. Put it right here. Keep it here. So I will retrieve that in a bit. We're in the dead of the heat. I think we should go over to Skyline Drive and look at the new area that authorities have put out just a little bit ago, informing the public about a certain area. So I want to show you guys the area where authorities have put out where they were seeking camera footage from the 1st of January through February 2nd, 2026. It's not far from here, but it's interesting that they are seeking info from an area where it's a little bit north of here. So we're on our way there, and we will come back, or we'll go wherever things are happening.
I'm curious as to why
Hello.
Law enforcement hasn't put out any type of statement about releasing the person of interest, knowing what is happening. I don't know. He wasn't prepared to disarm a camera. No, but it doesn't take much to snatch the Ring doorbells off. I mean, because you take them down when you got to recharge them. Yeah, I don't know. He definitely knew the camera was there. And he also knew that it was a working camera because, believe it or not, a lot of people have them and they no longer work and they just never got rid of it or got a new one. And, but he knew that was actually a working camera. You could definitely tell he was aware. I don't know. I just think it's somebody that just knew a little too much about her and about things. I don't know. It's just weird. Law enforcement needs I know there's a lot they can't release, but something's got to give here pretty soon. I mean, she's been all those, 12 days? And there's medication that she actually really needs and has not had, at least as far as we know. Do you think a kidnapper would plan like that to make sure that medication was covered? I mean, how would he even get the same medication? But then they haven't disclosed if anything was missing out of the home with her. As far as the medications and stuff. Because what if she had a backup supply? I mean, there's just a lot of possibilities. You think so, Skippy? Hey, Darby. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Road Between Realms. I love that name.
Carrying this
Dawn says the way the person
heavy
casually walked up to the house shows they had to be there before they know the cops aren't coming once they see the camera. And Skippy, anything's possible. I mean, you can't rule it out. You sure can't rule it out. It hasn't been determined by law enforcement. So maybe, let's, give the family a little break and not. I know that's your opinion and that you're allowed to have that, but maybe word it a little different because Look, sadly, that's on the table. It hasn't been taken off the table, but we don't have to relish in it for the family's sake. Her medication will be changed due to the extra unexpected stress. And the family's still holding out hope, I'm sure, just like a lot of us are. Yeah.
We're in the hottest part of the day. Getting there.
Wow, why does my chat show? Wow, it's wild. My numbers on my StreamYard are so different than the numbers on my phone. That's wild.
So many cars.
But then the numbers over on the vertical are pretty staying steady. Thank you guys over there. I appreciate that. She missed her home, family, and friends. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
why does investigators want the footage north of here?
Why? Because
At a major intersection.
A
key point.
Because people travel, and the person evidently in that area had a vehicle. I think they would want as much footage as they could get without limitations, because anything's possible. And this ransom note about Bitcoin, if you had legit information, you would go to FBI, who also has a legit reward. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you don't think if you did get the Bitcoin into the account, you don't think that you're going to get, I mean, you'd have to come forward then. So then you'd be out there anyway and in law enforcement's hands. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that's could be just somebody playing with TMZ. But who knows? You never know in this crazy world. It could, would it be, and the people you deal with in this world, it could vary, you know. There's no way that, I just don't believe this is solely just one person and no one else knew about it. I don't believe that. Because I don't think it's somebody who hasn't been around the area. So you'd think somebody, especially, I mean, come on, this is a national case. Coverage is nonstop everywhere. But yet, you can't identify this person who has a very distinct gait. I don't know. Supposedly the camera wasn't actually hooking up to her phone. I guess the Nest camera wasn't recording anyway, and they found it in the cloud. Yeah. What does my phone keep going off about? Someone tried to do a spam call. I don't wish it didn't even have to alert me. It just doesn't let them come through. It scanned apps and 0 threats. Oh, thank you. I have no idea why, but okay, thank you. Investigators are now looking for video going back to January 1st. Wow, they're going back to January 1st, Brian Entin says. Let's see what he says.
Sheriff's office, and it's interesting. They are now looking for anyone who lives within a 2-mile radius of Nancy's house who has any kind of video, basically that seems unusual. People walking by, cars out of the ordinary, anything like that. They are asking for those people to submit the video. And if you look at my social media, I have a link where you can submit it, going all the way back to January 1st. Also, TMZ is now reporting that they've received yet another note today. I don't know how significant that is. I mean, it seems like they're getting notes all the time. We don't know if these notes are real or not. One of the neighbors told me that a detective specifically also asked her for video from January 11th between 9 p.m. and midnight. So that seems like a specific time that they are also interested in. But the new message from the sheriff is going all the way back to January 1st. And then something else interesting that I'm hearing from my sources is that investigators working the case don't even know who's in charge and whether
Wow.
it's the FBI or the sheriff, which to me was just really telling. Like, these are people who are actually working the case say that they don't know if it's the sheriff in charge anymore or the FBI, and we don't know either. But there's a ton of FBI agents out here now, but we've also seen the sheriff's deputies also still working the scene. So that's the latest. Hey guys, so I'm outside Nancy Guthrie.
So the sheriff isn't putting out a lot, but saying that I don't know. I'm not surprised. This is they have teams. The FBI has a whole, a whole team that does nothing but this, kidnappings and profilers, and they have profile and everything. So this is not, like I said, this is not someone who this was a spur of the moment thing to do. So they're going back in videos because somebody was watching her patterns. Even if there's an insider that gave them information, they still need to watch her. And maybe somebody's camera picked them up. I don't know if they, if they'll get any footage. Hopefully some cameras did record and they saved it. But I can see why they're doing that, why they're going back. And I can also see why they would expand the radius. It had to have been planned. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be so so careful in a spur of the moment thing. Okay. Yeah. No. But is it possible that the glove they found is connected? If so, it may be what breaks the case wide open. I hope that it is. I hope that they're able to get evidence off of it, DNA, whatever, identify them. I really do. I hope that it does blow the case wide open. But again, we don't know what law enforcement has. And for law enforcement, it may have already done that. They've already I don't know. This is just, I mean, when's the last time there was a major kidnapping case that drew so, what other reason, what other could it be? She didn't wander off anywhere. That's clear. I mean, it's clear there was somebody with not good intent. But again, is it, they're saying that all over Facebook, they're blaming the family. But do we know 1000% for sure that none of the family members, have they all been 100% cleared by law enforcement? Has law enforcement come out and made those kind of statements? I mean, please do not go at the family. Leave them be. Let law enforcement do their job. They're doing a hell of a, well, they're investigating. I mean, there's some things I don't understand that are happening now that should have happened days ago. Because, the scene's so contaminated. What any defense attorney will have a field day with that shit. But, I don't know. The securing of the scene was very lame, in my opinion. The also not searching right around in there. Or could it be that they did and that glove was not there, but then days later it was researched. They were, walking the perimeter and they found it because maybe it wasn't there prior to that, and maybe it doesn't have anything whatsoever to do with it. Because the gloves were nothing special. They weren't special order, or anything like that. They're typically used all the time, everywhere. But see, those are questions that law enforcement aren't putting answers. They're not putting out here. You know, did they walk the perimeters before? Did they and not see it at the side of the road, or did they not? And you know, it's been laying there for all these days. I don't know. I still just can't get over the fact that a pizza delivery guy was able to just walk right on up. No problem. I mean, talk about contaminating your scene.
West or northeast, northeast of here.
That's his camera. There's nothing I can do about it. That's his footage.
It's like a big parking lot there, Starbucks and all
Oh my gosh, look at all them cars.
I got a coffee there a couple days ago. All right, I'm behind this van. Now the Gatorades will be cool. They're good. I'm coming back. They're not going anywhere. There's so many people here. Gatorades would be cool. All right, before I put this in the vehicle.
So you're letting the Gatorade sit down in that heat? Oh, hell no, would I drink? Ooh.
Turn on the vehicle.
Okay, look, I don't drink Gatorade to begin with. I think it's gross. But anyway, John Paul Getty, grandson kidnapping. Yes, I remember that one very well. But to leave it, I mean, it's baking hot there, and you just leaving them. Nothing like boiling hot Gatorade.
It's hot in here.
Ooh, I could imagine inside the vehicles how hot it is. They've been sitting there a minute. Oh.
Roll down the windows. Get some air going.
This weed pollen everywhere.
Temperature here is going to drop significantly in the next couple of days. So that's a relief, and that would be a relief for investigators if they had to just turn around.
And my sister and her husband and their kids, they moved from Pennsylvania to Arizona. They lost their they lived in a trailer, and they he had a really good job too. They lost everything in a fire, so they decided they were going to leave. And she always wanted to live in Arizona, so they moved to Arizona. And it was rough for them at first. I mean, he had no problem. He ended up, with his degree, he had no problem getting a job. But it didn't go good for them, as a couple, and they divorced. But anyway, my sister would tell me there was night, it'd be freezing at night and then hot as hell during the day. But it took her a minute to get used to that weather. And then she stayed there for years and years and then moved to Colorado. But I still have, my niece still lives in Arizona. She lives in the Tucson area now. She's a college professor. Somewhere around in there. I'm not going to disclose her exact location, but she lives somewhere around in those areas. But we don't have the same names or nothing, so you wouldn't be able to find her anyway. Because she's married and we didn't have the same names to begin with. But anyway.
All right, we're going to that surveillance
She
footage
lives in
inquiry.
I have family that lived in several areas in Arizona, actually. But now, yeah. They all moved, all but the one. They all moved.
Neighbor waved. Now the reception's going to get a little bit better here as we get over to the main road.
Because at the doorway, the steps at the doorways where the blood evidence was discovered days ago, and they're just now putting up a tent, which, yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not law enforcement. I don't run investigations, but that just seems that that's something that should have been done. The scene was not properly secured, but that's just my opinion. Where's he taking us to? We're on a road trip, guys. Where's he taking us? Here we go. Everybody buckle up. Got seatbelts on. You ready to go? Dude, you went right through the stop sign. He doesn't give no commentary.
We're on Campbell. So this is Campbell, and we're going to go about a mile up the road or so, and that's where investigators are seeking footage on this new post that they put on X. Skyline Drive and Campbell.
So that's what he's doing. He's doing the 2-mile radius.
It's right here. They want to know about any suspicious activity, surveillance, anything, or camera footage, anything. So we're going to park here. There's a CVS here, Starbucks. Looks like there's Embassy Suites. So why are they inquiring about stuff here? Suspicious activity from January 1st to February 2nd.
Is it possible that that is a strip mall that Nancy frequented and shopped at different locations there, or visited quite often, since it's within a 2-mile radius of her home, and maybe they're checking to see if there was anybody following her at any of the times? I don't know.
That's over a month, folks.
With 10, okay, let me look for it. Let me look for it. Wait a minute. Let me finish playing this because he's gonna read what the Pima County Sheriff's Office put out, and then I'll go look for it.
This is what I'm reading, and this is exactly where I'm at. And we're going to look around here and just show you the terrain. So they put out this alert. It's backwards. It says investigators are request any video showing vehicles, traffic, pedestrians, or suspicious activity from January 1st, 2026 through February 2nd near East Skyline Drive and North Campbell Avenue. It's right here. It's an intersection. Submit footage. And they give a link. And then they also say within a 2-mile radius. So take it at that. What are they looking for? Let's go out here and show you the area.
I got it. I'll put it right up.
People have been viewing this case on maps and trying to figure out what intersections have cameras and what doesn't. Well, here we go. We're going to go see. This particular end. They mentioned this street corner, but also within a 2-mile radius.
Like I said, Arizona's a lot like Florida. We have a ton of strip malls. Is that a strip mall that Nancy frequented, and shopped at? Did she shop at that CVS? There's other places there. Maybe that's why. That may be her pharmacy. And they want to see if there's footage of her or if anybody's following her. That's quite possible. I mean, it is such a, it's right there by her home, and it's, where you would, I could see why they would be looking. I have that. I'm going to bring it up. Some of them can be. Way out in the desert, they can be. The ones that she has at her house aren't. They can make you sick, though, and they can make your pets sick. But they're not deadly, I don't think. Not the little ones. But the big ones, oh yeah, they're all over the desert in Arizona. We have little black ones here, but the most they'll do is like make you have a fever, or they can make your animals a little sick, like a fever and stuff if they get stung. But that's about it, thankfully.
So here's the CVS.
That's it.
Just go out to the road, see what's going on.
All right. I'll bring up that video you guys want to see. I have it. About the tent over the front door. I will bring it right up for you here. Playlist. No, I didn't. Oh, that's one of the stories I wanted to cover with you guys. Half-naked man kidnapped Texas girl. Father used phone to find her. That's one of the stories I want to cover with you guys. One of many. Let me go to playlist. Why didn't it click on a video? I said the full list. Okay, there you go. I hear the kids getting off the school bus. Okay, here we go. This was 5 hours ago on Fox News that they did this report. And this is about the tent being set up in Nancy Guthrie's house. Chat had asked to see it, so here it is.
Nancy Guthrie's home, where we're seeing some movement. Matt, describe the scene for us.
Yeah, in the past couple of minutes, we saw this white tent be put up outside of the front door of Nancy Guthrie's home. Obviously not clear why that tent is there, but it is most certainly blocking view from the public and any passerbys. We imagine there might be some activity happening inside of that tent, which is directly in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. Of course, that doorstep has now become such a critical element of this investigation, because we have seen that masked figure right outside of that front door. Also, the blood drops leading from the front door down the sidewalk to the gravel driveway. Perhaps the tent is protecting that blood and the evidence from the sun, or perhaps there will be ongoing investigations that they want to keep a little more discreet underneath that white tent. But it was just put up moments ago. We'll be sure to keep you updated on any activity going in or out of that tent. It's clear to us on the ground here right now that investigators have really been focusing on the area in and around Nancy Guthrie's home, meaning foot searches on the ground, also over at Annie Guthrie's house as well. Over the past couple of days, our crews have seen foot searches, grid-like searches, all times of the day, morning, noon, and night. In fact, just this morning, really only a couple of hours ago, one of our crew members saw the Pima County Forensic Unit searching a major thoroughfare around here, Campbell Avenue, taking pictures on Campbell Ave. And that was about a mile away from Nancy's house. And then yesterday, investigators found a black glove also on Campbell Avenue, which is a busy street that feeds into Nancy's neighborhood. Then that glove could be the type of clue that could offer critical DNA evidence.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, the Nest Cam video that was released outside of Nancy's front door shows that masked figure.
JLR is crazy. He went with a local up a mountain at night on a narrow road. It scared the crap out of people driving to where police were detaining the guy. He is nuts. Oh, good Lord. He almost drove off a cliff. Oh, my. Wow, this weed pollen is so thick out here. Ugh. Sorry, my little. We're going to Bullhead, Arizona the first week in March. It's so hot there. Oh, you are? Going on vacay? Well, I hope you have a good time. Yeah, it is hot there. It's very hot there. Listen to me. I act like I actually live in Arizona. Sorry.
Wearing dark gloves. The surveillance video was released on Tuesday, but so far the FBI has not released a description of the person in that video, meaning estimated height and weight. We're told law enforcement is working on that description, but that ultimately could help the public narrow down exactly who they're looking for out here. So back live outside of Nancy's house, we will keep you updated on the ongoing investigation and developments here in the Tucson area. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Matt. Phil?
Dana, I want to take you over. Sorry, I thought we were going to play a soundbite there. My bad. Come on over here. We'll get to that soundbite momentarily. All right, Nancy's Guthrie's house is right here. Okay, I want you to show you the location for where that glove was located. I'm going to give you 3 different ways to get there, all right? And it takes no time at all to get from her home, all right? It's 1.5 miles if you fly like a bird. It's 4.5 miles to Annie Guthrie's house if you do the same. But all these roads are such a winding tapestry in this neighborhood. Must be beautiful in the southwestern part of America, but you can go up this road and find your way to that glove location. You can also go this way and find your way. You can also take the shortest route, which puts you here as well. All 3 routes, about a mile, mile and a half, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you're there. It's only stop signs, no stoplights. It's not far at all. So keep that in mind about this location, whether or not that's significant. This is the glove. The New York Post had a crew there when they found it yesterday on the side of that road. And this is the neighborhood, the tapestry of roads that I described. Everything in yellow on the outside, those are the main roads. Everything in green is just this windy road that takes you, it looks like a tree.
It would have been, I don't know, maybe they shouldn't have put this out. This could be twofold. It could be the New York Post maybe should have withheld this info, but then again, law enforcement could have been looking at it like, well, this is how this may put pressure on whomever's involved and have them make some kind of careless move.
Branch, right? Several tree branches throughout the area. Nancy's home's here. The glove was found there, and we'll see whether or not in the end that makes a hill of beans momentarily. But for more, I want to bring in the NYPD Inspector Paul Morrow, who joins us now. Dana.
Paul, good morning to you. So we're day 12, and yesterday morning we had this news from Harvey Levin saying that they had just received a note from somebody who says that they know the kidnapper asking for a Bitcoin. Later on in the day, we get this report that there's one glove found. Now this morning we see the tent outside the house. Based on your experience in terms of investigations, like, where do you see this on day 12? Is it slowing down, gaining momentum, about the right amount of time being spent in each place? Your expertise means a lot to everybody listening, so we'll turn it over to you.
So Dana, one thing about investigations, they have peaks and valleys. And right now, I would characterize it, despite the fact that we've had a couple of things that could be significant, I think we're in a little bit of a valley. Now, that doesn't mean that the case has gone cold or that no progress is being made. And just let me explain that, you know, in the past, people got very used to the idea, the first 48, we've all heard that. And that was because the forensics were very, very different. You were working with fingerprints and things that came back much more quickly. You either had a match or you didn't. And you also did that off of interviews and things like that. These days, there is so much digital dust floating around out there that people leave. Never mind things like the fact that cars all have GPSs. These cars are rolling computers. They link to each other. They link to OnStars, things like that. People have dash cams. The point is, there's a lot of stuff that has to be gone through. And you and I worked the Kohlberger case together. And I remember being out there in Idaho when a lot of people were saying the case was cold and making this point, and then it was 6 weeks later. People forget it was 6 weeks before they buttoned that case up. They did it in the way that I'm describing. So could we get a break any day? Sure, we could get it today. And Kesh Patel does say they're making progress and that they're looking at a few people. But I would just say at this point, we may be into the analysis portion. What's upsetting about that is, of course, Nancy is still out there.
Do you have any thoughts as to why investigators seem to keep returning to Annie Guthrie's home?
I really don't. I know that there have been various tips coming in. As a result, I think they're pursuing those, but I don't see it as all that significant.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest.
Of course he's going to say that. They don't want to draw any more attention to the family than unnecessary. I don't know. I just don't understand that, like I said, the delay in putting up the tent, the delay in day 12, yeah. Delay in, protecting the scene. And the door, the entrance is the scene. I mean, the gentleman is on camera. So, you want in, Bubblicious? I'll let you in. You've been such a good boy. You didn't even bark. What a good boy you are. What a good boy you is. Go ahead. I don't think he's feeling all that great. I went up a mountain by an elevator in New Mexico. It had to go down. I could not breathe. I am a smoker. I got thin. Oh, the thin air pie. Yeah. Mountain air is a whole different ball game. Yeah. I'd have a heck of a time. I love my mountains. I do too. I do. That's one thing I miss about back home. Hey, Patricia, good to see you. How are you? Yeah, I do miss the mountains. We'd spend a lot of time. I love mountains. My PA, North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia, yeah. Yeah, I miss the mountains. In Pennsylvania, it's called the Grand Canyon of PA. It is massive. It is awesome. It's it makes you, we were 4 or 5 hours away from where I live. We would go camping out there. It's really pretty, and we would walk the whole way down, climb the whole way down to the bottom of the canyon and back up. But it's beautiful. You never think something like that would be in Pennsylvania. Elevation sickness. Oh yeah. You do too, Patricia? Yeah, I do miss that part about. I thought about moving. I have. I've seriously thought about moving. I mean, really, what's the point in staying here now? I don't know. That's a lot. That's a big thing to do. I got littles, and I couldn't just. If it was just me, I could just pick up and go. But with them, I got to make sure there's somewhere to go. I don't know. It's a thought. I've really thought about it. I'll sell my house, but that would be on down the road. That would be on down the road. There were some things I need to do. I would update to sell the house to get the best price for it and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's a thought. It's something I've given serious thought to. Just there's several places I wouldn't mind moving to. But I can't make up my mind. That would be a year or two down the road, though. It wouldn't happen like right now. I still got too much going on here with the shit with my husband's benefits and stuff. I don't know. But I do miss the mountains, and it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I don't want the cold, harsh ass winters, though. Oh, who knows? Maybe one of these days, one of these dang quick picks that I do. I actually remembered to get one. I was just so ecstatic about myself that I remembered yesterday. Only because I had a winning ticket to cash it, and that's the only reason why I got one. I got my $2 back, and it was a $4 winner, which I was ready to throw away. I didn't think it was a winner. But and I bought a quick pick for yesterday, but I haven't checked it yet. Maybe one of these days, one of these quick picks will win, and I can live part of the year here and part of the year there. Yeah. Pipe dreams. But hey, somebody's got to win it, right? Uh-oh. Oh, Beanstack. I forgot. She signs in and does her rating. I'm not worried about it. I wish they'd send out these blanket messages because it makes you think, wait, well, I know she's done it, but why am I getting a message? It's because it's a blanket message from the teacher for One Planet, One Species. Cool name. I noticed in one of the still pictures, the person has no backpack and no weapon on his waist. Why? When was this pic taken? A day before? An hour before? After the abduction? Good question. Dang, whoever did this just needs to let the authorities know or family know where she is. Yeah. That would be nice. She misses her home and family and friends, I'm sure. I'm sure. Like I said, this was not. Do you have family? No. Well, my husband did. They were my family through marriage, about 30 minutes away, but yeah, not. Yeah, no, no, no. It's just me and the kids, and a couple good friends. And that was one of the reasons why I thought about it. I mean, I hate to take them away from, because they have very little biological family left. But what's the sense if the biological family doesn't have anything to do with them anyway? You know, I mean, I've been holding out and, you know, saying, no, it's going to happen. Things are going to change. You know, their grandma's going to want to be a part of their lives. And yeah. And I can't put, you know, I had to shut the door on that just for my own sanity. You are a part of my family. That's it. My family's right here. All y'all. Yeah. I have family everywhere, but not here. Tennessee, Cali, Arizona, PA, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Virginia, Colorado, Indiana, Ohio, Maryland. Yep, there you go. That's everywhere I got family. Hey, biology doesn't make you family. Biology does not make you family. Anybody can claim that. It's who's there. They can get DNA and everything from the glove, sure. But the glove is also, if it is connected, it has been laying out there for what, 10, 11 days? But we don't even know if it is connected. It's craziness. Craziness. I hope something breaks for the family, for her. And I hope that she is found safe and sound. But sadly, the longer it takes, the longer this drags on, not looking good. Well, there's, I don't know, there's conflicting reports about that too, Patricia. Some saying one, some saying two. But, you know, that would be a careless mistake. And honestly, come on now. How many? I don't think it was done on. I just, hey, Denise. Some people feel too cocky, too confident. And that's backfires on your ass. Sure does. But like I said, I'm hoping that there's some kind of oh my gosh, I want to clean this computer before wow, look at the pollen, the weed pollen just from me sitting out here doing this live. Ugh. I want to clean this before I shut it down. I don't know. But thank you all for coming over here and doing this with me, because I wanted to do this for the subs that have been asking. I mean, I don't know. I just don't have a good feeling. I think it's somebody really close to home involved in this. But again, that's just my opinion. And I'm not an investigator. I'm not law enforcement. I'm not anything of the, you know. It's just definitely planned. And it's, sadly, the longer this drags out, just, I don't know. I don't want to be negative or put negative stuff out there, but it is. Yeah, I enjoyed today. Thank you guys. You know, it was nice to have a day to do nothing. Now I got to go cook dinner, and I didn't have no housework. I got a load of laundry. I guess I could do, but I'm just gonna take my little one, get her red nail polish or whatever we find, and just spend the evening with my little ones. Oh, I don't know about that, Patricia. I'm not a true crimer, so I hope I didn't, do any harm to talking about this or showing stuff about this. I didn't sleep good last night, so it's been a lazy day. Yeah, I hear you. Well, now that they're home, I won't stop. So it'll be running around, then dinner, then cleaning up after dinner, and then doing the reading because we read every night. And reviews for their spelling test and stuff tomorrow. And I got to finish up. My little one's got to sign his Valentine's yet. He didn't do it yet. He's trying to get out of doing it. But yeah, everything else is ready for tomorrow. I got their teacher stuff put together and stuff, and the treats are ready to go. Oh, and I got to get the birthday presents for the birthday boy Saturday for the party that he's going to in the gift bag. They have a dance here. Oh, they had the father-daughter dance, the sweetheart dance last week, and she was upset. They went every year, and he looked forward to that. Oh, we had our goddaughters all these years. My husband was the mainstay in their life. Helped support them, bought them what they needed. Did everything a dad does. And then the first year they had the father-daughter dance. Instead of having my husband do when he did everything, she turned around and had the dad do it, who was never. Anyway, it broke his heart. It broke his heart. And that was after they were, anyway, it broke his heart. And when we got our littles, they had stopped the dance for a couple of years because of C-19 and stuff. So they started it back up 3 years ago. And yeah, they went every year. And oh, he would be so excited about that day. I know the first one. I mean, he took the day off work just so because didn't want to be late, And she had to have a new dress and new shoes, and he'd get her flowers, and it was. Oh, Patricia, thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate that. Ooh, we got a membership. Oh, thank you guys for hanging with me. Really, thank you. And thank you for the memberships and for the super chats. And I got a $5 PayPal. Thank you. I appreciate that. What do you want, Sir Duke? Why'd you mowing? What? What? What's the matter? Why'd you mowing? What's the matter? What? Oh, your ears look so good. I know you had a fit about me cleaning them, but they look so good. Oh, quit crying. What do you want? Oh, anyway. I'm going to get off here and go get some stuff done with my littles. I got to, hey, Larper and Gripter, making rounds, showing love. Hello, cat. Oh, thank you for popping in. And to see, I want to take her to get her nail polish and grab them something for dinner. Unfortunately, they got to eat. They eat all the time. I don't know where they put it. I have no idea. Sir Duke,